Hello dear student, this is Amir Khan, your social studies teacher. Today our topic is on transportation and communication. So today's lecture we will only discuss on transportation and their advantages and disadvantages of each of the transportation. So uh, you will learn about this like the modes of transportation and what are the advantages and disadvantages of the transportation. So if we come in the first over here, we will find these kinds of transportation from one these kinds of transportation we find in our surround, like road, air and water. So then we'll come to what is actually transportation mean. Transportation means the way to move things from one place to another place. While we are using different kind of transportation in our recent life, we have these kinds of modes we find over here. You can look on the picture. These are the transportation. So what are their importances that we'll discuss on the next. So this you will understand about what is transportation. We understand the things which we move, which take things from one place to another. So then we will find these kinds of things which we are using for transportation, like from these are also from air, land, water. These types of transportation we are using in our daily life. Then what are the importances of these transportation? If individually we will look on that importance of what are the advantages. Okay, what are the advantages? That advantages are, like we can look over here, that air transportation advantages. It is the fastest mode of transportation. First one, like we can go within minutes or within hours to one country to another country, and it is very useful for transportation goods and passengers to the area which are not accessible by any other modes. Like we can also look over here, it's also of good for time consuming. It's using less consuming of time. Then we will look over here, it is also most convenient mode of transportation during natural calamities. So these are also good for that, where a person is going from one place to another. Then there is durations which of the stations one place to another, that is also good of that air transportation. And it provide vital support to the national security and defense. There also, like if there is any kind of security problem, so that air transportation can help that. Disadvantages are, it is the relatively more expensive mode of transportation. Poor can't or middle can't, mostly that that rich or that kinds of, like it's more expensive. It is not suitable for transporting heavy bulk goods, like bulks of the goods. Airplane or air transport can't do that kind of. It's also not suitable for that. It is affected by advises weather condition. If weather would be not good, air transport would be not possible. It is not suitable for short distance travel, like it's need to be a space where there is a big space should be there, and it's not for short distance. It is in case of accident, its result is heavy losses of goods and properties of life. Like if there would be accident of any air transportation, that would be heavy loss for them. Then we come to the train. Fastest advantages: faster than shipping. Existing railway stations provide new jobs, more flexible and environmental friendly. That in it's of a environmental accessible. Okay. Then disadvantages are of that service and maintenance and unflexible transport ways. These are the disadvantages of the train. Then we come to the road one, or you can see the trucks. What are more flexible than train? Like you can mostly people are using road transport from one place to another. Then it's also easy access to reach from for short distances, and it's also used for low cost to can go for one place to another. Then we come to disadvantages. Climate damaging, like the pollutions of this transport which we are using mostly are engaged of that road transportation. Then environmentally unfriendly, it is not an environmentally friendly because it make a lot of smoke or pollution. That enormous amounts of time, it take time in consumption of time, and these are some of the at high costs as well. So these are also called these are the disadvantages of road transportation. So your homeworks are to define the transportation and write the advantages and disadvantages in your own words. Okay, not even over here, you can also take help from their book and another side to find what are the other, you by your own, advantages and disadvantages of each of these: rail, air, road. These are what are the advantages and disadvantages of these. So thank you so much for listening me.